Hey Lamar, make that shit.
Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chamira Elaine. For those of you who are new, for those of you who are not new, thank you all so much for coming back and supporting everything I do here with my channel. On this channel I talk all about health, locks, and lifestyle, and everything in between. So if you're into that type of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, along with the notification bell, just so you are notified every single time I upload a video. Smash that like button, give me a comment down in the comment section, and let's get into it. This video is going to be all about how to keep your audience engaged in your YouTube videos. This video is for anybody who is struggling with watch time, audience engagement, audience retention, and just overall having interesting videos and making sure that people are staying on your videos. This video that I'm filming right now that you're looking at is for you, okay? So I'm giving you some tips on how to keep your audience engaged in your content, okay? So if you're interested, then just keep on watching. So the first tip on keeping your audience engaged is making sure that your video production quality is top-notch, A1, fantastic, amazing. You want to make sure that everything about your video production is the best, okay? Video production, that means your lighting. That means the audio to the video. That means staying in focus. There are a bunch of different ways for those three things to remain in good standing and good quality, no matter what you decide to film on with. Background doesn't matter. So the biggest thing that I recommend is getting a more like whitish background like this, just because white tends to reflect the light a little bit differently and make things look brighter. So I like to do that personally because I film with natural light. So whenever you all see a video of mine, it's literally just natural lighting. Now if you do not have the funds to like purchase a really good camera that is going to make you look seamless and flawless, even filming on your phone can work. I just filmed a video about how I reached 1,000 subscribers in only a few months. I gained about like 600 subscribers in 2 months, and one of the tips on that video is me showing you all how to increase the video quality on your iPhone if you decide to shoot on your iPhone. So I would definitely check out that video to see how I did that, but you can definitely still get good quality on your iPhone. I also have seen, especially like in my comments and even like on Facebook groups, people talk about how they have like a DSLR camera but they don't have like a flip out screen. Now the video that I'm filming on now does have a flip out screen. However, I do have another camera. This is the camera. It's an EOS Rebel T5, so it doesn't automatically focus and it doesn't have a flip out screen. So what I did personally was I googled the software to be able to install the Canon software onto my computer. That way I can remotely shoot, and then I just bought like a USB cord that was able to fit inside of the camera and then into my computer. That way I can see on my computer screen myself filming, pretty much like how some people have their TVs as their screen. I did that with my computer because the camera didn't have a flip out screen. So I would highly encourage you all to do that if you do have a camera that doesn't have a screen that flips out. It's just to download the software on your computer if you have a computer, so you can kind of see yourself filming. And then of course your audio quality. So one, you want to make sure that there is absolutely no background noise, okay? It can be very distracting, and you got an air conditioner on, a fan, it's sirens in the background, it's kids talking in the background, somebody on the phone over here. It is very distraction. So make sure that you keep all other noise going on in wherever the space that you're filming to a bare minimum, because it can be picked up on the audio for the camera. I know that was a very long and well drawn out tip, but to me it is very important. So just make sure that your video production is A1, because a viewer will click off of your video if it isn't. The second tip on keeping your audience engaged is to look at them. You see how, man, you got some good eye contact going on right now. I'm not looking over here talking to you. I'm not looking right here talking to you. I am looking directly into your eyes. you have to talk to your audience. You want them to feel like they're sitting right in front of you, having this conversation, going through this moment with you, okay? You want them to feel like they are there. The only way that that is possible is if you look at them, okay? So do not look at the viewfinder. I know. I like to look at myself too when I'm filming. I don't know why. I think it's just a natural human thing, but don't look directly at the lens. And I think a lot of that comes with practice. The more you practice filming and looking directly at the camera, the easier it becomes. You don't even have to look at yourself to know what you're doing, okay? But yes, make sure you look at your audience. The third thing that I would recommend for keeping your audience engaged is including transitions into your videos. So this goes for people who film vlogs, or maybe like a day in my life, or just longer videos that don't really require you to sit down. Even sit down videos can include some pretty cool transitions, but transitions kind of keep the video alive in a sense. They make them seem very fun and very natural. So when something is coming to an end and now you're going to like a new clip, you want there to be some sort of transition. You just don't want it to go to the next clip. You can do this with visuals or with sound. So I'm going to show you two different ways. So with a visual, you can include something like this, and now we're going to the next clip. And now we're on to the next clip. Or you can include an audio version. So like this, if we're going to the next clip, like this. And now we're on to the next clip. So you want it, again, to be fun. That is one of the ways to keep your audience engaged. You have to include those little bitty editing tips that help your viewers stay engaged in what's going on. Again, it's like a story. So you're kind of amping up that story with added visual and audio pieces. The fourth tip that I have is that you want to include something that your audience should look forward to. Okay, I know that this is probably something that you hear a lot of times in videos like this one on how to keep your audience engaged. So a lot of people, you know, have giveaways and things like that, but one of the biggest things that I have seen work for other people's videos as well as my own is like including some sort of exclusive footage later on in the video instead of showing it up front, or including like some top tier information towards the end of the video instead of in the beginning of the video. So a good example of that would be for this particular video, the last two tips that I would be giving you all is essentially how I ended up making 1,000 subscribers. So if you want those last two tips, then you will have to stay until the end of the video to get them pretty much. So you want to include something like that in your video just to keep your audience engaged, to stay towards the end, or to look at the video as long as possible. The fifth tip that I have for keeping your audience engaged is to shoot from different angles. I don't feel like I do this, of course, on my sit down videos because I think it's kind of pointless. Some people do, but definitely when I'm vlogging and you're getting b-roll shots and things like that, you want to do it from different angles. Again, think of your video production as a movie. That helps me. That helps me when I'm editing and stuff like that. I think of it as a movie. In a movie, you're getting different angles for the same scene. So I'm going to show you an example of this here on the screen. When you're doing one action, like when you're getting coffee, you might show one angle of you going in the freezer and getting ice. Then you show a different angle of you putting the ice in the cup. And then there's a different angle of you actually pouring the coffee in. And then you go back to an angle where you're actually sipping your coffee. All of that is from different angles, and it keeps the audience a little bit more engaged than just doing everything from the same angle. The different angles, again, makes it a little bit more entertaining and appealing to the eye. And like I said, people get bored easily and they want to see something different, so include something different like angles. The sixth tip is you want to include a call to action. A call to action. Sometimes I forget this in my videos, but you want to include a call to action. A call to action is pretty much you are asking your audience to do something. You are giving them instructions to do something. For example, for this video, I want you all to like this video if you prefer pools over beaches. I'm a pool girl, so like this video if you prefer pools over beaches. That is an example of a call to action. Some people have call to actions. They will comment something. That was rude. They will comment something and pin it, comment down below for this. Again, it's that call to action. You're asking them to do something. So in turn, you're pretty much asking them to engage with you. And if you have your audience engage with your video content, then YouTube sees that as, okay, these people are really enjoying this because they're watching the video, they're liking the video, they're commenting on the video because of your call to action, and it kind of like increases those engagement analytics. The 7th tip that I have is that you really want to eliminate dead space. I promise y'all, I have watched so many people videos who have dead space and I literally click off. So I always make sure that my videos don't have dead space. Dead space is pretty much moments where you're not talking, moments where you're thinking about what you're trying to say, moments where you're tripping up on the things that you're saying, moments where you're saying a whole bunch of ands, a whole bunch of likes, a whole bunch of a whole bunch of looking like, what's going on, what am I filming? Edit that shit out. Nobody wants to see that. Edit out the dead space. That's dead space, okay? I know some people like to have their videos as long as possible, but you want your video to be of good quality. And again, nobody wants to hear you say a whole bunch of ands, likes, buts, ands, buts, likes. No, nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to just see you sit there and not say anything at all. If you are vlogging, you want to make sure that what you're vlogging is quality content. One thing that I do is, if I'm not sure if like dead space exists, I make sure to, when I'm done editing, like literally done editing everything, I watch my full video before uploading. When I start to play on my phone or do other stuff, open up other tabs, that means that is dead space. That is going to be considered dead space to somebody because it's starting to get boring to watch. So that means that I need to maybe add in an effect, add in a transition. Maybe I need to take it out in its entirety. But you really want to get rid of that boring content or that boring clip, whatever it is. If it's boring to you, it's more than likely also going to be boring to your viewer. The 8th tip is you want to consider the length of your video. The one thing that I would definitely say is to check your analytics. You really want to see how long people are watching your video. This is equivalent to your watch time and how they calculate your actual watch hours. So you want to look at how long people are watching your videos, because yes, the goal is for people to watch your videos as long as possible. So if you have a 10-minute video, people should at least be watching 4 to 5 minutes. If you have a 20-minute video, it's a little bit less, of course, and the longer it gets, the less people watch, but you want them to be watching for longer periods of time. So keep in mind when you're filming, you know, how long you want the video to be. So I like to keep my videos between the 7 to 15 minute mark, unless like I'm doing a vlog or something, or even like informational videos like these, I still try to keep between that time frame, 7 to 15 minutes, literally. The 9th tip, of course, this is the tip that everybody says, is you really just want to be yourself. Yourself as in like your personality and things like that. You want that to be able to show through the camera. A lot of times I feel like that comes with practicing being in front of the camera and just having it as something that you just automatically do. I know that getting in front of the camera, especially when you first start on YouTube, it can be a little bit awkward, to be honest, because it's kind of just you talking to literally why can't I get my words out? Is you talking to a lens, but the more you do it, it starts to feel a little bit more natural, and then you start to feel a little bit more comfortable, and then your real personality start coming out, okay? You want to get to that point, because then that's when people start kind of sticking to your channel, because they, one, like how you are, they like what you about, they like your personality, you know, and they're just more likely to stick to your channel no matter what type of videos you upload. The last tip for this video is you want to create meaningful content. The biggest thing that I've learned is that you want to create content that is useful in some way. My videos are pretty much informative, so this video is an information video. I am sharing with you all tips on how to keep your audience engaged. Even like my lock video, videos, I am showing you how to retwist your own locks instead of going to a loctician. Even my vlogs is showing you all the process of what I was going through in grad school. It is very informative. I'm not an entertaining channel. I don't do pranks. Most of my content is to be informative. So that is something that you definitely want to think about when you are filming your videos. How is this video going to be useful to someone? Is it going to make them laugh? Is it going to make them cry? Is it going to make them think twice about, you know, choosing to do this? Are they going to learn how to do a new hairstyle? Are they learning how to do their brows? Whatever it is, it has to be useful in some way, because if it isn't useful, nobody's going to watch it. Nobody's going to watch it because you told them to. That's just what it is. They not, you know, so you have to give them a reason to. Give them a reason to watch your video and to watch the whole thing. Those are all of the tips that I have on how to keep your audience engaged with your YouTube videos. I am going to be giving you all more YouTube strategy videos like this one and the other one that I just recently filmed. If you all like videos like this, definitely make sure to give me a big old thumbs up down below. Comment other video ideas you would like to see from me. And of course, if you made it to the end of this video without subscribing, that don't make sense. That don't make sense. You watched the whole video without subscribing. Just subscribe, okay? We had a conversation later. Just subscribe to my channel. Thank you all so much for tuning into this video, and I'll definitely see you guys in my next one. Bye.